Hi, I'm Pastor Carlton Lincoln. I just wanted to take a moment to talk with you about our upcoming cleansing seminar in Inglewood, California. Cleansing and deliverance are established principles that we find throughout Scripture. Filled throughout the Old and New Testament are ample examples of situations that involve cleansing and deliverance. But you might ask, what about now? What about you and what about me? How does cleansing affect the lives of people today? As a matter of fact, what happens when people are faced with trauma and tragedy that impacts them so greatly that it prevents them from living the life of an overcomer? One of the major reasons we're unable to overcome is because of our bondage and our brokenness. We've all experienced it. We've all seen it. Believers like you and me who claim to love God, but for some reason, they're unable to live a life that pleases Him. And instead, they go through life failing and falling again and again and again. Maybe that's not you, but I can tell you that used to be my life. Over 31 years ago, that was our story. That was my story. My wife, Catherine, and I, we so wanted to please God. We so wanted to give God our very best. However, our desire alone, it just wasn't enough. The bondage and brokenness and baggage of our past, it became a huge obstacle that prevented us from fulfilling God's purpose for our lives. It was so damaging that it was preventing us from expressing just how much we really loved each other. So here's what I mean. Generational darkness, generational curses impacted our perceptions and our beliefs and our values and the decisions that we were making. We were headed towards a life of never knowing just how much God really loves us. The process of cleansing and deliverance not only saved our marriage, but it continues to help us break free today, even today, from the enemy's destructive plan for our lives. So be honest. You know this is real, right? You know there's something up. Paul talks about this. In Romans 7, he talks about the struggle that every human being goes through. Every human being experiences this struggle. Every human being knows that there's something inside or outside of them that's sabotaging and undermining their life, that's trying to prevent them from being the person that God created and called and chose them to be. Maybe you, like me, maybe you've grown accustomed to it. Maybe you tolerated it unknowingly, and maybe even you partnered with it. I promise you, loved ones, the truths learned in the cleansing seminar are not only powerful and profound, but they can also change your life forever. I want to invite you to join us January 19th, 2019, as we march together to freedom, true freedom.
You rescued me, did your best to